Hello, everybody, with a new episode with our new friend Paul that will talk about his experience coming from India to France. Hi, Paul, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good, I'm good. So,
Good to know.
today we will talk about your experience. The first
Hmm.
question I always ask our guests is how did you come to France and why?
How did I come to France and why? Okay. Well, initially I actually wanted to come to Europe, and I actually didn't had a country in mind.
Mm-hmm,
But France was one of the countries most appealing to me.
mm-hmm. Why is
They
that?
had good education systems, job opportunities, and all that stuff.
But like if we say that, we can also say Germany has like a better, like good education and a lot of job opportunities. Opportunities.
Yeah, actually,
Did you have any specifics, or just you said okay, like France is the one of the best countries in Europe, so maybe why not France?
no, not for that. Actually, I was trying to see a good course which I
Mm-hmm.
can do,
Mm-hmm.
and I was kind of late in applying.
Okay.
So there were only left one or two universities in Germany and one here in France. So I applied to all of them, and I got the first, and so I came here.
Okay. 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 And how did you come here? Like, if you can talk about a little bit about the procedure that you did and all that stuff.
Okay. Actually, what happened with my case was it happened really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I got the visa like only 3 or 4 days before coming here. And before that, I was talking with my school coordinates and all that stuff, and they were in the impression that I'll be coming a week late. But I was trying to tell them, no, I'm coming on this date.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came there was nobody to, tell me, okay, we have a room booked here and all that stuff. But people were really nice. The residence was really nice. The guys gave me the room. Everything was taken care of,
Okay.
and things went really smooth. I mean, even before I got the visa, I was in touch with mails with the for the bank for the opening of the bank account
Mm-hmm.
for the residence thing. They asked me what all the documents they wanted, and yeah, it went really smooth.
Okay. Good to know. Like, I think for India also, like everybody, you went for Campus France.
Yeah. No. I actually didn't know about Campus France at all.
So you did not have to go and have an appointment in Campus France or for paying for the visa and all the stuff. You did not pass through them.
No, actually, okay, in my city there's a small French. It's kind of like the Campus France of my city,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know that at that time. For me, it was a small interview that it was taken there,
Mm-hmm.
and on the very same day, I got to know that it's also known as Campus France, and but there's another organization there that was looking after things also.
Okay.
But for the paying for the visa thing and all that stuff, my center was Delhi, so I had to go there and pay all the fees and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But my small interview was there. Yeah, you can call it a Campus France, but at that time I actually didn't know that that's a Campus France and all that stuff.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So if you don't mind, what was your major that you did in France?
my major was how do you say it's numeric applique,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 50% how things are in mechanical engineering and 50% in computer engineering. It's
Okay.
more like how you'll make softwares like SolidWorks and CATIA. What kind of work goes behind those softwares? How
Okay.
do you come up with that?
Okay.
So you need
So
to
it's
have
a
to,
development for, if we can say it like that, it's development for software like Katia.
yeah, yeah, something like that.
Okay, for people that does not know, Katia is software for doing 3D design for robotics, for example, or
Yeah.
any mechanical
Oh,
engineering.
actually, it is now. It has everything in it: fluid
Hmm.
engineering, electrical, electronics, everything you can do. Simulation, you can do it in it.
Yeah, they
But
keep
you need a
improving every time.
yeah, but you need a really, really good license with it. The free version is like just the you can do some stuff with it.
Hmm.
But if you have a company or if you have a how do you say, if you are planning a startup or anything with that
Hmm.
and you tend to work on it, so I would advise you to buy the paid version. Otherwise, the company will charge you things, or you'll be in the court soon.
Nah, they will sue you for breach of contract actually for the free license.
Yeah, that is true. Or they'll just get because you were enough at that point. You are on misleading grounds, or you're the wrong person, so they can take whatever they want. They can like take 10 or 20% of your profits or anything, something like that.
Hmm.
So it's better to be on the good side of the law.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm agreeing with that. Can you talk a bit about your experience as a student in France? And how does it change from being a student in India?
That actually it is quite a lot of change. In India, we were more like it's you don't actually have any fear. You're in your own home country. Then you're with your family. Here, you're
Mm-hmm.
alone. You have to do everything on your own, and here you're technically alone for everything. You
Mm-hmm.
study alone, you take your courses alone, even if you have friends, it's okay, but at the end you're alone here. You do things on your own. If you don't do it, you mess up, you're gonna fuck up really badly.
Mm-hmm. But you still like can have friends help you with some stuff. Or
Yes,
in your experience, you did not have that many friends to help you.
I don't know, I had a lot of friends and just saying you had to make an effort here that, we can work with in a team or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly here, I had experience with French, Indians, and other nationalities. Everyone, it's like uh, they kind of have their own small groups here. So getting into those groups was really hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that when we come here and or any country to be precise, then you are in without even knowing it, you're in a group of that particular country. Like if you come from India, there'll be a small group
French.
of Indian
In.
people
Mm-hmm.
from us, yeah. And like we had like Spanish, Indians, and all those stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And because I wasn't in, how do you say, in their particular courses, so I was a little different.
Mm-hmm. I see. I
Um,
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, it can be tough sometimes to feel to get into a group if everybody from the same country and you are not. So yeah, I get it. I get it, my friend.
Thank
Uh,
you.
and how was life before in India as a student?
Life was quite easy actually. It was simple studies, go home, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
And still you had time for doing other stuff. Here it's quite different. One of the most weird thing was the gyms here was really, really, I don't
Crowded?
know, no, fucked up, I guess. I mean, seriously, I mean, in India, even the worst gym was open at 4 in the morning till 10 in the evening. Here, the gym will be open at 8 or 9 in the morning and till 7 or 8 in the evening.
Mm.
I was like, so you don't get time to, go to a gym and do things, and still you have to make out time for some exercises or something like that.
Mm. Mm. So
And I'm
you.
not just telling like, with the crews and all, they have their own gyms, but uh, even the private gyms are like that.
Mm. Yeah.
I
So
joined, uh,
the timings of the gym are not suited for like a student life. That's what you want to say.
yeah, not, I think they are not even suited for anybody who's working. They're suited for people who have nothing to do
Okay.
except for gym. I mean, seriously, I mean, if you are opening between the hours that people are working,
Ah, I
who's
get
gonna
it.
come to the gym?
I get it. I get it. I'm not. I am agreeing with you. Uh, it's not just the gyms. Actually, it's like a lot of things, like lab posts
Yeah,
and
just,
all other stuff. They all opens at the same working hours as everybody else.
yeah.
So doing anything sometimes is quite difficult to balance.
Yeah, really. I mean, I get the thing about that everybody is working like 35 hours a week, and yes, I get that they have the right to be, open when they want it to be, and but some things should be opened at different hours that everybody can access it.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, like now there is COVID, and if you'll be opening like on 9 to 5 basis, and you won't see people who work there
Hmm. Hmm.
to come there and shop or things like that.
Hmm.
They'll be either coming in the evening or Saturday, Sunday. That's
Hmm.
it. That's what is left. I mean, even going for the for the courses and all that stuff, it's only weekends you get, and that too Saturday. Some cities you don't even have Sundays open.
Hmm. I see. I see. I see. So, what are the advice that you can say to people in general and young people specifically if they want to come to Europe?
Um, I would say don't get into a group if you really really want to discover things. Discover on your own
Mhm.
and be open. I mean, don't come with
But
the expectation that it'll be like it's a college life, it's Europe, it's gonna be fantastic. I mean, lower your expectations a bit. Stop watching movies from Hollywood that would say that, oh, you're going, you're going in the international country. It's gonna be fun. It's nothing like that. Nothing like that.
I mean, when you say don't be in a group, you mean don't be in a group from your same country,
Yeah,
like with your
yeah,
own countrymen. I mean, don't. By that you mean like don't you mean the small group coming from your country and doing the same things that you were doing in your original country?
yeah, totally.
Okay.
If you're in a new country, you're here just not just for a job, not just for education. You're also here to to socialize.
Hmm. I mean,
Uh,
it can be a
yeah,
good experience to be in another country and see other traditions, religions, and culture and
yeah,
all other stuff, even if you don't agree in the philosophical field, but you at
yeah,
least can know and respect what they are doing different.
yeah, totally. I
Mm.
mean, respect other religions, respect other cultures. You need to. If you are in a different country, first of all, nobody asked you to be here,
Mm.
so be polite, and it's not I mean, people would say it's racist, they don't be I'm not able to connect with the other people. You won't. You cannot just expect that people will connect you like this in a
You cannot
few
even
second of.
connect with your countrymen, so why would you
Yeah,
expect that you will connect with other culture?
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I heard a lot of people, they're saying, oh, there's too much racism, people don't connect or things like that, you're always alone. But there were really nice people who was actually say that it was not just because it's a certain age wherever you
Mm,
are.
mm,
Before 30, you connect really easily with people,
mm,
and after 30, you already have your friends, you already have a group, and you don't need to make a new group.
mm,
And it's not really easy or going out. It's kind of like starting all over again, like in kindergarten. You do
mm,
first time you are there, and you're shy. You won't be able to talk to people, or if you talk too much, you'll be like the guy that talks too much.
mm.
Simple.
I see what you mean. But even like at your churches, because what can happen that people can come late in their lives, and even at the churches, they have to do the necessary steps to actually go and meet other people and be open-minded in general.
See, after 30, if they are doing this, it's good. They have taken a new step. It's nice. So I would tell them that be open and don't demoralize if you aren't able to connect with other people.
Mm, mm. Yeah,
It's okay.
because in
Uh,
general after church we are set in our own ways. It's not like
yeah,
when younger you are more malleable, if you can say that like that, and you can connect easily, learn new things. At church we can say that you started your mature period, if you want, and you started working and you have your own sets of rules and own mind on a lot of things, so it can be more difficult to actually be open-minded. But I think and I believe if people can be more open-minded, we will have less problems in the world.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. Open-minded is one thing, but see, I believe everything has a time, and you're able to easily connect with your, how do you say, supposingly if you're 30, you're able to connect with the people who are 30 or 29 or
Yeah,
31
you,
that more easily
of course we
with
are
the
talking
same.
about connection with your age group, and
Yeah, because if you're changing something, supposingly at 30 everybody is supposed to be working, and if you're studying at that age,
mhm.
so you won't be with the people that are at your age or in college or in a university or
Mm.
something
They
like
will
that.
be have
So
they will have other set of rules that you did not have in
yeah,
your young days, because technology shifted and the culture shifted and a lot of other things shift. But in my opinion, like even people at that point of age, like even if they're 30 or 40 and they want to go back to school and stuff, it is much more difficult because you have more responsibilities. Like if you have
yeah,
kid, job, wife, house, whatever, like you have more
yeah,
responsibilities. So it's more difficult, but people can succeed in that also. That's what I believe.
yeah, they can succeed. Nobody's saying they cannot. But if they are coming up and thinking that expecting people will connect with them really, really easily because how it was at that their time, it won't happen like that.
Mm,
People don't connect easily, and it's not just the age difference or things like that. It's simple. You just don't go tomorrow to a new person and say, "Yo, let's be friends."
yeah, it's not that
It just
simple.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As you become more older and mature, you become more suspicious also. So it's never easy.
I don't know about the suspicious thing, but yeah, it's not easy. It's kind of like every
Yeah,
time,
I
it's
mean,
every age,
I mean,
you're starting all over again.
mm, I mean by that you become more suspicious because you have your own interests to look out for. Like, I don't know if you have a house, family, and stuff, and just some random dude come to you, hey, I want to sell you something and stuff, or whatever. I want to be friend. I think you are calculating too many things in your head to say, okay, is this a good opportunity for me or not? It's not like when
Yeah.
you are younger, like even if some random dude come to you and said, hey, let's be friend, you will be, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of like the more we grow in experience, we become our own experience.
Hmm.
If we had like bad experiences, we'll be more suspicious, more careful with things like that. If we had all good, if we'll be more open, you know.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like we become our own experiences. If
Hmm.
shit has been happening to you, you'll become someone like who's always be depressed and things like, oh shit's gonna happen again.
Hmm.
So you'll be more suspicious, more paranoid, and things like that.
Hmm. I see. I
So
see.
sometimes having more experience with things is good, and sometimes being that experience is bad.
Hmm.
I mean, learn from those experience, but don't become those experience. Don't become someone that will be just a result of those experience. You know.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
something bad happened to you. It's okay. I mean, shit happens, but still, it hurts. It's bad, and you have to go through it.
Hmm.
But don't become a consequent to it
Hmm.
of it. Sorry.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So, if you can tell us a bit like some three positive and negative, like between the comparison of the two culture, like French culture and Indian culture.
okay. Okay. Differences. Three positives between the two, right?
Mm-hmm. Like if you can say like this is three positive about like Indian culture and this is three positive about French cultures and this is the negative and a small comparison like from your experience.
Okay. Um, Three positives about India would be you never had to cook there.
Okay.
And I'm not just saying that if you're living with your family. I mean, even if you're out alone, you never have to cook there.
uh,
Believe me.
okay.
You'll have those tiffin services that will come, which is affordable and it's
Yeah,
good.
but
Why did
but if
why do you think the Indians are smart? They don't cook. They don't have to go home and think like we have to cook something and we have to prepare something. Hell no.
But
They-
if you are fair, like even in Europe, you don't necessarily need to cook because there are also those services that are here. If you want everything cooked for you, but the point that
yeah,
I get, like it is more expensive in Europe than in India.
yeah, yeah. If you're getting a good salary,
Hmm.
and if you have your own house and all that stuff, and you're eating out every day, it's gonna come up to be a salary of a SMIC or something.
Yeah, it's a big portion of your salary. Yeah.
Yeah. So believe me, and you'll be like, "What the fuck? You're not doing that, man." But in India, it's kind of like it's not that much, and it's kind of like in India, it's more like an investment.
Mm,
This
mm,
saves time, and it's cheap also, so it's okay.
mm,
But yeah, if you're not cooking and if you're eating out always,
mhm.
it saves a lot of time, a lot of time.
Yeah, like if as far as I know, maybe I'm wrong, you can correct me, like Indian cooking can be quite lengthy in time.
Oh yeah, totally, man. Seriously,
I know
it
I
has
know it depends
making.
on it depends on the region you are originated from in India, like the south or the north, they are different. But I know in general, in average, the cooking is a bit lengthy in India than in other parts of the world.
Yeah, but there are tricks to get over it. Like um, how do you say? Like I've seen people do what? Like on weekends they would cut all the onions and all that
Hmm.
stuff.
They do the batch cooking
And
actually. It's called
yeah,
batch cooking.
so either you can do that or make the base, like just cook the onions, tomatoes, and with the spices
Hmm.
and all that stuff, and keep it in it.
Hmm.
Keep it in your fridge, and every day just take a little bit, put any vegetable or meat that you like, and it's done within 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
So you can be smart about it, or you can be cooking every day nicely, everything, and yeah.
Hmm. So let's continue with the two other positives.
uh, Two other positive about India. Banking systems are way much better in India than here,
Can you
I would say.
explain this point more? Because like I feel like that banking system here is a lot more safer than other parts in the world. I may be wrong, I don't know, but I feel this is the case. And if I go from my experience, like I truly believe that here it's more transparent. At least they are more transparent about things than other countries.
Actually, now I don't know about that. I cannot comment on that. But see, few things that I notice here, like
Mm-hmm.
supposingly you deposit some money today
Mm-hmm.
in your bank, uh, you won't get to know that you have deposited till 2 or 3 days. And in India, even if you use an ATM or like here we say B3,
Mm-hmm.
at very moment that you insert a card and put your code in it, you'll get a message that, and at a place you'll get a message that where it has been used, how much have it has it
Deposit.
debited,
Oh, yeah.
deposited, and how much has been credit.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is there at the very moment.
Mm-hmm.
And also in India, there's like stocks, like not the stocks like American stocks, but mutual funds and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
where the government pays few amount, 50% of money, and 50% is yours and all that stuff. So it's much safer in India to, if you go through mutual funds and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
but
plus there are fixed deposits. Here, like the good part about here is if you're getting a home loan here, it'll be like 1% or 1.5%. In
yeah,
India, it's in India, it's like 10%
yeah,
every
but
year.
this like the later point that about the home loan actually depends on whatever the percentage that the BCE make for the inflation. So it depends
Yeah.
if the inflation is going up, so the percentage will go up also. So that's but yes, now in from 2008 and nowadays, like it is really cheap to get a credit for your primary residence. That we can all
Yeah,
agree on.
and
Yeah.
yeah, in France, they have made that, that sacrifice has been done. You
Hmm.
can say as a sacrifice. But in India, it's not. In India, home loan will really screw you up badly.
Hmm.
Really badly.
But the point about mutual fund here also in France, we have here a lot of mutual funds also, and we have the like what we call the livret A or and livret LDDS. Like you can put money and you get. I think now it's this year it's 0.5%. I know it's not that much if we compare it to inflation and stuff. Like you are not getting a lot of money, and of course it
Yeah.
is capped, so you cannot put more than to 22,000.
Mhm.
But at least it is safe.
Yeah, it's
At
there. It's
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 there
safe
and
and it's
it's
nice.
safe 100%. But I get your point that if you want more return, you have to invest in stock market or other investment like I don't know, housing. But
Yeah.
I get your point about that.
See, India has its good points and France has its good point,
Hmm.
but none of them makes one better than the other. It's not that I'm saying that.
I mean,
I'm just
it.
trying to say that I found that thing there positive, and
Hmm.
here it's okay. I mean, now they have started like if someone has sent me money, I can see it in Avenir, but still it takes 2 or 3 days to get my
Hmm. Hmm.
account
Hmm.
really debited.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I
yeah.
see. And the last positive.
The last positive about India would be, right, let me see, which is positive about India.
There is no more positives.
No, no, there are when um, what would it be? Hmm.
You are lost,
So I
okay.
have
You are
less
lost,
paperwork.
Jafar.
No, no, I'm saying less paperwork
Oh,
there.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, that is true. Whatever your country is, like it is, s- let's say 90% true. Okay, you will have less paper than me, even
yeah,
without knowing the country.
yeah, that is true. I mean, here we have a lot of paperworks. We have to take care of all of them from starting till you are here. You need to get everything.
Hmm.
You need to have every paperwork that you can. In India, we have only our main documents, and that's all. We don't carry our pay slips or things like that.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, maybe in some companies, in multinational companies in India, maybe you need to require to have keep safe your pay slips and all that stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah,
And
that's how.
if we talk about negatives, if you can give us some negatives, let's say three
Of
negative.
in of India.
Hmm.
Um Three negatives would be more like my own experience. I cannot actually say
Yeah, of
that's
course.
negative about India, but
Of course, we're talking about your point of view. Okay, this show is talking about your experience, not every Indian experience.
okay. I believe that the negatives would be a party from my experience would be equality isn't there.
Okay, equalities between.
And I'm not saying about sexes. That is always have been there.
Okay, no, but
It,
equality is like when you say equality, it's because it can be between men and women. It can be between old
no.
people and young people. I just want to understand what you mean.
Okay, believe me, when it comes to equality between of men and women, India is far much better than America.
Okay.
But the thing about equality I'm talking about is the caste system in India is
Ah,
it's
okay.
not nice.
Like you mean the equality of opportunities for people.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is not there,
Okay.
and that is one of the major reasons people tend to go out of that country.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the most fucked up thing
Mm.
because if you talk about equality about men and women were voting since the day one,
Mm-hmm.
and they wasn't think like in America they just started in 80s, and before that only men were allowed.
Yeah, but before we continue on that subject, can you describe to us, like for people that does not know the caste system, like in few words?
Okay, see, every religion has their own caste, and some are considered to be
More important than other?
really. No, it's okay. During the independence, there were some castes that was neglected, which were really less, or which were didn't have the means to
Mm-hmm.
get an education or all that stuff. And during that time, the first prime minister thought that it'll be a good idea to raise them up, and so every job had some seats reserved for only those people,
Mm-hmm.
and that was 1947
Mm-hmm.
or 50, I guess. I don't know when he made it. Um, that was true then. It's okay, but now, still now, it's like that, and it's not about uh, you know all of them. See, if someone doesn't have money,
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Give them scholarships. They don't have that. Give them scholarships. Give them
Like
other
help,
things.
government help.
Yeah, you know. But reserving a seat. I mean, if someone like of my category that I came in, I had to get into a university or a job. I had to get 90 percentile.
Mm.
But the same thing that other person would be like 60 percentile,
Mm.
and they can get in.
Mm.
And they had also a choice that if they had secured 90 percentile, they can have a choice between their own seats and mine.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So the thing which I didn't like is this.
Okay.
Everybody has the same brain. Everybody can compete.
Hmm. You mean that
Same.
they were having some what you did not like? They were having some advantages that were against competition, if you can say it like that. Like they don't compete on an equal level.
Yeah.
Okay, and
See, I get the point. If and see, see, many of them has already. I mean, their parents have already been established. They have government jobs already,
mm-hmm,
good paying government jobs,
mm-hmm,
and they still take those seats.
mm,
They were meant to be for the people who were really don't have anything. They don't have any jobs, good government jobs or good paying jobs. They are really poor,
mm-hmm. Like
and for their kids and
it meant to
stuff.
be a
But
help for those people, and now it's like
yeah,
went out of its original intent, and they
yeah,
just used as a tool to advance people on behalf of others.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know people who were like my own classmates,
Mm.
and they were taking like their parents were well established. I mean, he had his own personal car and all that stuff.
Mm.
But one day every month he came to the college like in like not with nice clothes and all that stuff, just to show that he's poor.
Mm.
So because he was taking advantage of another fact that if you're poor, you'll get, uh, and if you come in this one of these category, your fees will be half or something like that.
Okay.
So uh, that was something, because even if I was in a good category, doesn't mean I come from a really rich family, and it doesn't mean that I don't need that kind of stuff.
Mm. Mm. I
You
mean,
know?
you think that that help like was uh, given to people that does not need it instead of giving it to people that really needs it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And if we go back to the caste system in general, as I understand it, is like some people from religion they are a higher level than others, and if I understand it, like they say that some part like Brahman they are coming from the head of God, and others from his hand and feet, and the lower people are getting the less important stuff or the shittiest stuff, we can say that, and the high level like Brahman they are getting the most interesting and well paid job, for example, or whatever.
no, 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 no.
I
That's not much.
that this is how I
Actually,
understood it the first time they explained it to me.
okay, no, that's not that. It's actually the inverse. The caste system for the jobs and all that stuff is coming for the lower caste gets the better job.
No, no, but the original, like the caste system, how it was in the beginning, like I think it was how I said it. Then after the government intervened, that it changed.
Yeah. See, in small villages or some Orthodox families,
Mm-hmm.
things are still like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they think if they are from some better caste, they are better people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's there. It's still there, but it's really less because this generation doesn't give a damn about that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't.
Mm-hmm.
We accept everybody, and
Oh,
yes, there are still cases. I won't say 100% it's been solved, but it's getting. It's see before it's like everybody tried to save their religion, their culture, and things like that.
mm-hmm.
But sometimes that defense can be offensive,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't see that happening. But that defense makes us someone that we're always defensive of our culture and our beliefs or religion and things like that. And in the end, we end up someone who's just being an offensive, doesn't want to share, doesn't want to see something else.
Mm-hmm.
and it's with everyone. It's with every religion, every men and women, feminism, all. We're trying to protect something from a very long time that it has become uh, how do you say, more of a poison.
Hmm.
You are 24/7, you're protecting it so badly that now you're on the offensive side. You know
Hmm.
how they say sometimes the best defense is the best offense,
Hmm.
and it's kind of like that.
Hmm.
Even a small thing can erupt you like really badly.
Hmm.
You see everything in black and white.
Hmm. Yeah, I see.
So that's
Like,
what's happening.
yeah, people like forget the nuances of lives, and they forget that not because I agree with you in some parts, I don't necessarily adhere to your beliefs. I just agree with you whichever I
Hmm.
agree with you, and I can disagree with you whichever I disagree with you.
Yeah, that is the.
Hmm. So let's continue. Like, give us from your point of view two negatives.
Oh, there's other two negatives rest. Okay.
Yeah.
Other two negatives about India. I think the other few negatives is people are too soft-hearted.
Meaning?
They means they believe really easily,
Ah.
and
Th-
because of that's one of the other reasons that politicians are having fun in India.
yeah, but it's not necessarily being too soft-hearted, but let's say they are being naive. I think this is more the word
Uh,
than being soft-hearted, because someone who is
um,
soft-hearted is someone that, let's say, feel the pain of other very easily. But someone who is naive, he can believe whatever we say to him without even checking what it is true or not.
yeah, potato, may but for me it's kind of like that because I'm trying to see the good in them. And I just don't want to say that uh, they are naive because that can also come into the fact that they're stupid.
Being naive is not necessarily being stupid. Let's point that out. You can be a smart person, but you can be naive too, because like for some whatever reason you have some close friends and stuff, and you believe whatever they say without even checking. That does not make you a stupid person, but it just make you naive. Like, let's say. I will give a stupid example, but let's say your friend come and say, your girlfriend is cheating on you, and you believe them, and you broke up with your girlfriend and stuff, and maybe she did not do it. You don't really know. It's just being naive that you agreed with whatever your friend is saying without checking what is the truth, because this is a serious matter.
Yeah,
So I will put this like that. It's not necessarily you being stupid, because you did not have the necessary information to make a good decision.
I guess maybe everybody has their own perspective about being stupid.
Yes,
That's that.
there is that. Yeah.
But it's in simple words, people in India, I think they just believe everything they hear, and things one day will erupt really badly.
Mm,
And as we humans are known for killing our own, how do you say, the kings and all that stuff, like in French history that happened,
mm.
Russian history that happened,
Like
many others
in the
also.
history of the world, like
Yeah,
human are known for one thing: wars.
yeah,
We are really good at
wars.
wars, actually. So yes, I
Yeah.
get it.
So one day they're going to do that to their own politicians finally, and I don't know if things doesn't get better, that they can really come really fast.
We just pointing this out. We are not advocating for violence, okay? We are just
Yeah.
stating our point of view regarding to what we see happening on other territories. I think that's what we are doing. Just I want to point that out,
Uh,
and that you are not advocating for violence. And
oh hell no.
as I know you, I know that you are the least violent person I know in my life. So
Yeah, man. Violence is not nice. It's not the, how do you say,
the best way
the
to live.
resort.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes people just tend to go towards it. I don't know why. Maybe they don't get any other answers. Maybe they are blinded by the anger. They aren't able to think,
Yeah,
and they do it.
there can be many reasons for why people use violence. Like if we say like some people are dumb and the only way they can force their point of view is sometimes is violence. Like it is sometimes not necessarily physical violence. It can be verbal violence also. And some people just have tendencies to that. I don't know how to explain it, but they just need
I
to
think
seek
sometimes it's
doctors.
just. I think sometimes no man. It's hard. Like sometimes you get really hurt badly inside,
Yes.
and hurt like you double crossed or something like that, and you aren't able to think. You aren't able to
Yeah, but
react in the manner you sane.
yeah,
I mean,
I get it, but even if like let's say life is a bitch for everybody, so we all
yeah,
have to get through some pains in our life. Depends on the level of the pain, depends on your circumstances, but we all have to get some level of the pain of life in life. But not all of us just go and be violent about it. Like we just go and act, do some physical violence to other because I don't know, your girlfriend cheated on you, on some guy in random guy in the street, like curse you or whatever. We don't all of us act like that. Some people do, but thankfully not all of us.
yeah, yeah. Depends how badly hurt you are, man. And everybody reacts in a different way. Some will go into a closet, and some would react badly.
Mm,
Everybody has their own anger, how they deal with it.
mm, yeah, yeah.
But technically, nobody actually knows how to deal with your own anger. They just follow something and they do it, and that's all. Some people are in depression. Some people go to the gym, box,
Hmm.
and some people try to ruin other people's life. Simple.
Yeah. Mm. Okay. So after your studies, I did you find it easy to find work in France? Did,
Um,
was finding a job in France as you imagined it when you were in India?
not exactly the same thing.
Okay.
I guess it was partially my fault.
Okay. Why?
I because I took research engineering.
Mm-hmm.
My my major was in research, so it's not that easy with that.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time when I got something, either it was not paying that well, or it was not exactly my field.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was more or less something that I could have done after my engineering, not my master's.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot of struggle. I had to change my major.
Mm-hmm.
I did some formations thanks to France. They helped me with that. Pôle emploi.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, getting formations in different as per my aptitude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not my aptitude, but like because I'm back plus sank here, so
Mm-hmm.
those kind of things, and that way I was able to get a formation for developer and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I was able to find a job. But yeah, still, it takes time, and sometimes you are, I don't know, either work really more hard. Maybe I could have done that. I did, but I don't know, I didn't get that much results.
Okay.
So
So you really struggled in your life, if we can say that like this.
yeah, I struggled really badly.
So, like, what you can say to other people that want to come here is that to come here, that they have to be ready to struggle because they don't know if they can get it easily or not.
See, I won't say be ready to struggle, but I would say don't. Uh, okay, because of COVID, everything is already screwed. So, if you're moving now to any other country for studies and then for a job, eventually we come here for a job. Study is okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're coming here, have an okay expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come here with an expectation that everything will work out in the first go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Things cannot work, and it also depends on you, but it also depends on the uh, things around you. I mean, if there aren't jobs, there aren't jobs.
Mm.
Simple as that. I mean, people are being thrown out of jobs.
Mm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not that easy.
Did you
And
uh, did you struggle learning French? Like, how was it?
sure,
Was it difficult for you? Like, for someone that come from India and your second language is English, was it that difficult for you?
for learning French,
Yes.
I'm still learning, man. So it's kind of like it's. I mean, I can converse, I can talk, I can write, but yeah, I still struggle
Oh.
sometimes, and because you know, I've in South, in different parts of the country, they have different accents, and some are really really fast, and
Mm.
you won't be able to communicate that easily with them.
Okay. And
So
my question will be like, do you feel that not knowing French penalized you when you come here, when you came here?
no, it penalized me when I was trying to search for a job
Okay.
because during the first 2 years my education was in English. I actually didn't have any problem with the French thing.
Hmm. But when you try,
Everything was working in English. Everything was fine.
yeah, when you started looking for a job, you feel that it penalized you.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. So your advice will be like for people that want to come to specifically to France to learn the damn language.
Yeah, do that. Believe me.
Yeah.
And if you can do it on your own or do it
Before coming.
before coming, yeah,
Okay.
it'll be far much better. I mean, even if you are not at a level, but if you know French, it'll be better for you.
Hmm.
And communicate with people because the stuff like Duolingo or other websites or things like that, they can prepare you, they can do everything, but in the real life, when you're in France, you're talking to a French person, things are different,
Hmm.
accents are different, and I mean, even the words sometimes, because like in English, there is a slang, there is, and
Hmm.
in France, there is, words familiar, you say in French.
Hmm.
So it's different, and in North and in South, it's different.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah. So yeah. So that sounds like a good advice, I think. Like not just for France, actually, for going to any country. If
yeah,
your intention is to go study and go back to your home country, that's fine. You don't need to learn the language. But if your intention to go there and live there for any amount of time, like say for 5 6 years, and you want to work there and integrate to the culture, probably you should at least know the language because
I'm saying if you are even traveling to that country just for a vacation, try to know something of that language. Believe me, that would help.
yeah, yeah, I'm
It's
not
people like it, like you are making an effort.
I'm not saying
They love that.
I'm not saying the contrary, but you see, if you are just going for vacation, like, and let's say you travel a lot to different parts of the world because you are fortunate enough to afford it, you cannot. And you will not learn all I don't know 36 language or whatever the number of languages that you need for all those countries. But
Yeah, that is true.
if you can know some words, that will be a good advice, I think, for any traveler.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. Especially Europe. Europe is, I mean, English. You, if you know English, it's okay. You will be able to go through, no problems. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually agreeing with you on this point, especially in Europe. It's better if you know the country language than knowing English, because like if let's say you travel to Amsterdam, to Paris, whatever big city you go, you will most probably find people that speak English, or any touristic destination you will find people that speak English. Okay, the English is the most common language, let's say, and people will speak it in all touristic destination, big cities and stuff. But if you go to a smaller city or not that much touristic destination, most probably we struggle even with English.
Oh yeah. If you're going on a small place, you'll struggle really badly.
Because not necessarily people will not know English.
Yeah. True.
Mm,
But because of the technology, things are working smoothly, and because tourists now are going, would prefer to go to another country, but go to like small cities, villages, literally travel.
mm,
Now people don't go to big cities and, stay in well lavish hotels and have fun.
mm,
Now people have to travel, they go to a different country, they'll take a rent a car and or things like that, and they'll travel, really, really travel,
yeah,
They need
yeah.
to go to small villages, small cities, see the culture, be a part of it,
Yeah, but still,
you know.
it is a struggle. Let's face it. It is a struggle if you know only English.
Yeah, you can say in some countries, yes. It will come off as a struggle.
Hmm. Like when you were studying in France, like in your student life, did you had opportunity to travel to see other maybe countries or other cities than the one you were living in?
I had, but I wasn't able to go. But yeah, my I had my friends which went a lot, like in Italy and all that stuff,
Hmm.
and they didn't had any actually problem. They didn't know Italian, but yeah, it was okay with them. Many of them went to Germany with just English,
Hmm.
and it was okay. I'm saying that, because of tourism, even small villages and small cities are profiting with that.
Hmm.
So now they tend to know some English words, and somehow you can communicate. Somehow you, because of the technology, you find, a mean between two different languages.
Hmm.
And it's technology is kind of working in a good way,
Yeah,
sort of. Yes.
to help people.
For yeah, yeah, that is true.
Okay. Do you have any final words?
Final words before dying, or final words before saying this, finishing.
Do you want to
I'm
die
just
now?
kidding. No, no, thanks.
No, I'm just saying, like, do you have any final words for our viewers?
For your listeners, I would say, thank you for listening to me for an hour, I guess.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your experience.
No worries. Thank you. And if it was offending, I apologize in the start or in the end, I guess.
Offending? You mean? Like if
If someone gets offended by anything I had said, because all of that I have said, it's on my experience, doesn't make something good or something bad.
yeah, yeah, of course. I hope that people will understand that you were just here to share your experience and advice for life. You went to some struggle in life, and you shared with us those experiences, and they will be most probably open to hearing your experience and getting some lessons from it.
I hope so.
Thank you for sharing your experiences. Have a nice day.
Oh, welcome. Thanks, man. Same to you.